Good day, dear David, dear Yetman, Radio TV. This video manual will help you to adjust the Elecard Codec words on SuperMicro encoding server based on E3-1275 processor. The first step is we should make sure that we are using Intel graphical card with latest drivers. Go to properties of your encoding server, device manager, and in display adapters, we should make sure that we use only one graphical card, which is HD Graphics P530. You should make sure that the driver which is installed in your system is not very old. As you see here, the date of its production 11th of August, which is fine. And we can go to the next step. Next step is adjustment of your graphical card performance. Please go to Control Panel, and in the Power Options, which is here, we should go to plan settings of your performance. In Advanced Settings, we should try to find Intel Graphics settings, and in the power plan, please select maximum performance, which will help you to adjust to obtain maximum encoding channels, so that you can encode up to 10 AVC HD channels on one blade. The third step is just installation of Elecard Codec works. I will go straight to the folder where I have installation pack, and this installation pack is intended only for this server, and unfortunately, you will not be able to install Elecard Codec works using this installation pack on other machine, because this pack is made according to the information we got from your network card. And while the installation Elecard Codec works will offer you to enable Codec works in a service mode, please uncheck the box, because we strongly recommend you to use Elecard Codec works only in console mode. Good. The very important thing for you guys to know is we also need to disable the system password, because we expect that you will need Codec works to produce live channels, and in case of some kind of emergency restarts, we suspect that you want Elecard Codec works to produce live channels right after the restart. But since quick sync components do not work in full mode without user to be logged in to the Windows, we need to disable the password. So the Codec works will start working without you guys being logged in the Windows. I can explain to you in details why it's important, but on this video manual I will show you how you can disable the password on Windows 10 Professional. Please go to Run, and as you see here, I already have certain command which is called netplwiz, and if you use this command, system will link you to user account. Fortunately, here I already unchecked the box which requires user to use password. In your case, you should uncheck the box and to apply these changes. System will require you to insert the password again, and after that just click OK. Now we can try to start Elecard Codec course using Manager. You'll see the window and probably some other blades which should be visible in your system, but the current server of Elecard Codec course is not enabled yet, so I should right click on this window, go to local server, and before I activate it in console mode, I should go to settings. As you see, I still don't have any IP address where Codec course will work on, so I need to select the current IP address, click OK, and right now we can start Elecard Codec course in console mode. What you see now is the multiple windows appeared on the screen, the same number as the number of consoles in this installation pack. In order to get rid of these windows, we need you to again deactivate the server, to wait until it is actually physically deactivated, and then you should go to settings of your system using following link: C, disk C, program data, Elecard Codec course, and here there is a config file which we need to edit, adding additional options. Since Windows 10 doesn't allow you simply to edit the file, we should go to Start menu, call Notepad application, run it as administrator, and simply open the configuration file in the Notepad. Go open. Oh, I'm already in the proper directory. Now I just need to choose all files and try to find necessary XML file. There it is. What I should insert into options here, I should insert following string. This string is it's called hide consoles. The parameter is called hide consoles, which is equal 1, which means enabling. And also I advise you to insert here start timeout parameter, which is equal to 30 seconds. This parameter will help Elecard Codec course to wait input signal up to 30 seconds and not to stop encoding. Good. Now we just need to save changes and go back to Manager. Right click, local server, activate. And as you see, there is only one window appeared instead of 10, and you can simply start working. Next thing is adjustment of your encoding schemas. Please right click on the necessary console, create new schema, and let's try to adjust live encoding from IP and use source videos that I made on your side and which I put here. There it is. On each blade I'll try to insert the same test videos. I will start right now. I will launch the streaming server, which will stream AVC HD video into the network. There are 4 different AVC HD videos which will be streamed into network with certain multicast group, port, and IP address. All of that I do in order to show you the way you can adjust IP to IP encoding using Elecard Codec course. In this window I don't need to make any changes. In case I speak about IP to IP encoding, I just need to insert necessary multicast group. 235. 235. Oop. 011. Good. As I remember, the port was 1234. Good. Since we have only one interface, I don't need to type here any server address or network interface. I just simply can go next. There it is. Now we have source video and audio tracks. We recommend you to select in the encoding parameters the template which is called Quick Sync Video Encode. This template will help you to encode your live video using Quick Sync components. You can leave audio as is. Go next. This tab shows you that you can stream your signal into other cards like Edge card or to file, but let's leave it streaming to IP. Here we should adjust and insert necessary multicast output group. As I remember, you want it to be 224.111. To make sure that everything works fine, let's just insert your IP address. And let's leave the same port. Save configurations. Good. Right now you see that schema has name default, and probably you should make some other changes in the encoders. I mean bitrate, GOP, and some other settings like performance mode. So please go to change schema window. In this list you can change name of your schema. Let's call it test1. In your case it's probably gonna be name of your channel. And if you select the necessary schema, please click Ctrl-Shift-E combination and you will see the graph. This is what's gonna work in this console. Quick sync decoding, transforming. If you right click on the filter in the go to parameters, you will see that you don't change any aspect ratio, having here the value equal to 0, and the output from right gonna be 25. Let's leave it as is, and let's just try to adjust parameters of your encoder. For AVCHD streaming, we recommend you to set bitrate which is equal or 5 megabit or 7 megabit per second. Maximum bitrate should be always higher in case it be necessary. And since you stream it to IP, please use CBR rate control mode. Also, we think that you don't need RDO mode in case you don't work with live soccer game show, for example. And in case your source video is interlaced video, please leave the settings as is. In case your source video is progressive, please select progressive mode. Great. Now we need to just close this graph window, click OK, and we are ready to start the first encoding on the server. Please right click on the console, click Start, and here we go. Great. What I also want you guys to know more about Elecard is that we prepared a very, very useful tool which is called Multi-Stream Player. I will also install right now on the server this application so that you will see quality of output video, or just analyze the output traffic, making sure that you still have input and output signal. And this tool is very useful because you can monitor several live video channels in the same window. So please simply install application, which hopefully will not require us to restart the server. Let's wait it. Maybe it will take some time. The next thing I need guys to explain to you is that if you wanna adjust live encoding from RTSP source server, you need to implement following thing. Please create new schema as with AVCHD live IP2MP encoding. But in this window, configuration window, please go to source and select RTSP source filter, which will help us to adjust RTSP source filter. And in the type, you should select or elementary stream or transport stream. Since you guys have RTSP source videos which go in elementary mode, you should select this parameter, but probably you need to make some additional thing. Please go to the program files, disk, local disk C, program files, Elecard Codec works. Here you should try to find a very useful tool which is called Codec Wars Editor. Great. Yes. What you should do before you adjust RTSP live encoding, please disable your encoding server. Deactivate it. Close the manager. And we need to open templates, specifically section with source. And here we should go to RTSP source. Great. And in the parameters of this filter, right click, please show all settings, and for elementary RTSP streamings, you need to activate the lower transport parameter. Simply double click on it, then close, and make the same changes in the filter above us. Double click, good. Close. Now try to save it. Okay, it's saved. And go back to manager. It's important to do because in this case you will adjust RTSP streaming with certain correct settings. Follow the same steps as we did before, activate it in console mode. And now we can try to adjust your RTSP streaming. Go to create schema, RTSP source, and as you see here, we see the new parameter, lower transport. Please select TCP protocol. It's important because this protocol is used specifically for elementary RTSP data that coming to our network filter. We can also adjust URL of your RTSP network streaming, but as I remember, you guys already disabled your live RTSP channels, so I cannot go forward, but you guys can simply finish task using the same steps as we did with first console, adjusting IP to IP live encoding. our multi-stream player is ready for usage. Let's go to Start, All Applications, and let's simply try to find the Elecard multi-stream player. There it is. I remember what multicast group we were used for first encoding schema, and now I just can simply play back the output streaming using Elecard multi-stream player. This is the window which consists of 50 small windows in which you can configure the source. I already tried to use it, as I see. And after configuration, multi-stream player will start receiving the input signal. There it is. As you see, we have first channel. If you double click, you will see the whole picture. Unfortunately, my team viewer is very slow, and that's why it probably doesn't work so well. But you can try, guys, to double click the window, and to see what's going on. This tool is very useful because you can adjust it in many different ways. Especially, you can adjust it in a hardware mode, so that application multi-stream player will also use quick sync components and reduce the usage of your central processor. I will not close it. I will try to help you with additional installation and adjustment of your 10 AVCHD IP2IP streamings. So I need to create a new schema for the second console, but in order to make simpler the task, I want to show you a very useful life hack. Please go to Change Schema window, and here I advise you simply to import the encoding schema we adjusted in the very beginning from the first console. Great. Now let's just simply rename this channel as test2, and using the same keys, the same configurations, and using the same Ctrl-Shift-E combination, we will go to the graph. There it is. And in this graph, we just need simply to select different source. In my case, it's a multicast group with second channel, input channel. And all I should do is just to adjust the output multicast port and probe address. It's up to you guys. Let's do it number 1. Perfect. To make everything work well, let's again insert our IP address. Good. All right. Now click OK, and we're ready to start second live encoding. But before, we need to make sure that the source information was accepted well. So please right-click on the console, go to Details, and Rebuild Schema. Rebuild Schema option always help you to understand if the source filter is working well. Schema rebuild successful. Great. Go right-click and start. Okay, now we have second live channel. You can also watch what is there in the Elecard multi-stream player. Choose the second console, configuration, and simply change the port to number 1. Alright. Let's wait a few seconds before it will start working. Okay. Second channel is working well. Also, I want you guys to know more about Elecard Sensei application, which will help you to analyze the traffic. If you want to know more about this application, the way it works, the way you can configure it so that you can see all possible transport stream errors or warnings, please contact me and I will help you to adjust it on the server. By this time, I want to say thank you for your attention and hope that your business will be successful. Bye-bye.